Even Dr. Khaled bear witness to the 5% nation and the wisdom that the gods were speaking. After that, I was like, oh man.
So he was, Khaled was in the Cypher building?
Khaled was in the Cypher building.
Okay.
Khaled told us he was a 5%.
Oh, really?
That came out of his mouth.
That came out of his mouth. Okay.
Came out of his mouth. And he said the gods was writing his act that day. That came out of his mouth. So that blew my mind. So I said, I want to be a part of that. I'm going to be a part of that. And
at 30 years old?
At 30 years old. I'm an overnight brother. I'm an overnight 5%. I go to the jury spot, get me a medallion about this big with the universal flag on it.
The very next day?
Probably next week, couple of weeks.
Okay.
Now, I don't know nothing about a universal flag. It's beautiful. I love what these men are spitting. I love the knowledge. I love the wisdom. But I don't know anything. Now I'm in love with the flag and the wisdom of these brothers. I knew one. I went to school with Hashim Master God. I went to school with him. And I go to Chicago. And I meet the true and living God. What's today's mathematics? What do you mean? What's that? How you see today's mathematics? What are you talking about? I'm a 5%. I got
this is big.
No, I got this big medallion, so I'm a 5%. He was like, no, go back to Dallas, get with the gods, get Supreme Mathematics Alphabet, and start from there. And that's when I get with the gods. Let me see. Master God, Hashem Allah, our God, be God, true born, be God, true born, Master God, voila, voila, and myself. They had knowledge of self. That's how I came. This God got it first. That God got it. Then I was the equality seed. So at that point, I showed and proved in Sudan, in Dallas. Martin Luther King at 1914. Martin Luther King.
And when you say you showed and proved, you went through 120?
I went through 120. I learned my lesson. Maybe 2 months.
2 months. Okay.
Maybe 2 months.
2 months to study.
Maybe 2 months.
120.
I had so much love, and still have so much love and passion. My lessons had holes in them. That's how serious. That's how serious I was enamored by knowledge in 120. I would call the gods 2, 3 in the morning. God, well, what's the Harlem 6? What's that? God, where's Farad really from? Questions like that. And I would bug them all night, man. God, it's 3 in the morning. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work the next day.
Right.
But I showed and proved that day, and
but when you say that your lessons had holes in them,
I would fold them up, open them up, fold them up,
okay,
open, close, open, close, open, close.
Okay, that's how. Okay.
Yeah.
If Mecca did this.
Peace. In celebration of each other, we support each other's hustle. Weight Life has sponsored this content. You can get a sweatshirt, t-shirt, or a hoodie at the Common Unity store of a law school in Mecca. Or just simply hit me up. I got the hookup. Peace.